In the mid-2000s, as Australia became increasingly involved in the conflict in Afghanistan, one of the highest priorities for ASIS was ensuring the security of the Australian embassy in Kabul. The escalating violence and instability in the country posed significant risks to both Australian nationals and the broader international community. To mitigate these threats, ASIS initiated a covert operation to bolster the security of the embassy, protect diplomats, and prevent any attacks that could undermine Australia's diplomatic and humanitarian missions in Afghanistan. The operation, which would become known as Australian Embassy Kabul Security, was launched in response to increasing attacks on diplomatic targets in the region. Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, had become a hotspot for terrorist activity, with insurgents and extremist factions targeting embassies, government buildings, and foreign nationals. The Australian embassy, being a key target due to the country's involvement in the ongoing conflict, needed immediate protection from both direct threats and the rising tide of violence in the city. ASIS agents were dispatched to Kabul with the mission of securing the embassy and providing real-time intelligence on the evolving security situation. The first priority was to gather information on the specific threats facing Australian diplomats and embassy staff. ASIS agents worked covertly within local Afghan networks, establishing relationships with key sources in the city and monitoring the movements of insurgent groups operating in the area. The operation was sensitive, as ASIS had to operate discreetly without drawing attention to their presence or compromising the embassy's security. In addition to monitoring the threat landscape, ASIS agents focused on intelligence gathering in and around Kabul. They intercepted communications between militant groups and identified key individuals involved in plotting attacks on diplomatic targets. The agents also assisted in improving the embassy's own security measures by providing detailed assessments on potential vulnerabilities, from physical infrastructure to local networks that might be used by insurgents to gain access to sensitive areas. ASIS operatives worked alongside Australian Federal Police, AFP, local Afghan authorities, and international security agencies to ensure a coordinated response to the growing threats. Their efforts went beyond just intelligence gathering. They actively helped improve embassy security protocols, providing expertise in counter-surveillance, threat detection, and crisis management. Their role was integral in preventing attacks and ensuring that Australian nationals in Kabul could continue their diplomatic, humanitarian, and military efforts safely. As intelligence on specific threats emerged, ASIS agents worked with allied forces to conduct joint operations aimed at dismantling insurgent networks operating in Kabul. By tracking key leaders and operatives, ASIS was able to neutralize several potential threats before they could carry out attacks on the embassy. The intelligence gathered through this operation played a vital role in preemptively identifying and eliminating risks to the Australian embassy, making it one of the safer diplomatic posts in the region. Throughout the operation, ASIS agents faced significant challenges. Kabul was a city filled with unpredictable security risks, where insurgent groups were constantly adapting their tactics to evade detection. ASIS agents had to remain nimble, using every resource available to stay ahead of the evolving threats. The security of the embassy depended on their ability to operate quickly and quietly, ensuring that no attack went unnoticed. By the time the operation concluded, the Australian embassy had undergone a significant transformation in terms of security. ASIS's contributions were instrumental in securing the embassy against direct threats, and the intelligence gathered during the operation helped shape Australia's broader strategic and diplomatic responses in Afghanistan. Australian Embassy Kabul Security serves as a prime example of ASIS's critical role in protecting Australian interests abroad. While the full details of the operation remain classified, the results speak for themselves. The embassy remained secure, and Australian nationals were protected from potential terrorist attacks. This operation demonstrated the agency's expertise in high-risk environments and its capacity to safeguard both people and strategic interests in some of the world's most volatile regions. Behind the scenes, ASIS agents worked tirelessly to ensure the safety of Australians in Afghanistan. proving once again why ASIS is an indispensable force in the realm of national and international security.